begin? YouTube, this video is not made for kids. I make videos about movies and shows that kids like, but my channel is not directed towards kids, it's a news channel, so thank you. Hey everyone, welcome to Filmtastic and welcome to a brand new video. Today we're discussing Toy Story 5 and if it will be a good movie. There's been a lot of talk about this film and whether it will be good, whether it's a cash grab, etc. So today I thought I'd unload some of those discussions and do a video on it. Will Toy Story 5 be good? That is the topic of today's video. Now I've got some compelling ideas as to why I think it will be good and carry on, the Toy Story name, because obviously Toy Story films are generally very well regarded. Now, when it comes to Toy Story 5, there is a lot of promise for it. Like, a lot of people are doubting it, but it's a story about tech and electronics, and they can make a really compelling story about kids that are like raised by the iPads and why it's a bad idea, and why instead parents should be encouraging them to play with real physical toys, like real physical toys you can have a connection to. You can have this sort of friend in need. Whereas with a tablet, they're like tech, they're unemotional. You can't get anything out of them. They just deliver content, but they're not actually a physical sort of being and sort of piece of like plastic or like wool to play with. And they can really make a really compelling argument about that, and I think it's a really interesting topic because I really am surprised, honestly, they haven't tackled this before, because it's really sort of a good one for the Toy Story franchise. They've kind of trickled it a little bit, they've kind of played around with it a little bit in Toy Story, is it A Time Forgot? I think it's A Time Forgot, and they did dabble a bit in this territory, but they haven't really fully dove into it before, so I think it's great they're going to do that. I think that has a lot of potential. So yes, point one, this movie could be good because the premise is promising and it sounds great. Also, we got to talk about the director of this movie, Andrew Stanton. Like, he is a legit amazing Pixar director. He has been part of the company for a long time. I think he came back to the company for Toy Story 5. I think he semi-retired for a bit, don't quote me on that, I'm not entirely sure, but I think they brought him back, so I think that's awesome. His history in the company is, it's been for quite a while. He produced all the first 4 Toy Story films. Actually, I'm not too sure about 4, but I feel like he did. He's been involved with pretty much all of them, basically. And the ones that he's directed of Toy Stories is actually none. He hasn't actually directed one yet, but he has, however, directed some really well-known and well-liked Pixar movies. He did Finding Nemo, WALL-E, and Finding Dory. And I'm a big fan of the Finding Nemo franchise. In my personal opinion, it's the best Pixar franchise, other than Toy Story. Toy Story is also really good, but they're kind of my top 2. And it makes me really happy to see that a big creator from the Nemo franchise is involved with the Toy Story one, because yeah, I love Finding Nemo. But yeah, basically Andrew Stanton has a great track record. He's a really good director. He's been involved with Pixar for ages. He's not someone new that he brought in. He is, well seasoned. So I think there's a lot of hope to have with him directing, because yeah, he's legit really awesome. So I'm glad that he's involved. And the third and final point of the reason why I think it's going to be honestly best than everyone thinks it will be, is that obviously Toy Story 4, as good as it was, did have a bit of a stain on its ending, because not everybody agreed with it. Everyone's like, why do you split up our 2 best mates? Why is Woody and Buzz going their own separate ways? It didn't satisfy a lot of people. So a good thing about this movie is they can, they can fix that. They can bring Woody and Buzz back together. It only really works if they give a good explanation, because I don't want them to disregard Bo Peep. She's still a good character, and she was met with quite unfair sort of judgment with Toy Story 4. So I hope they don't just write her out. I hope there's a valid reason why in Toy Story 5 Woody came back and left Bo Peep, or whatever he ends up doing. Maybe just visiting. I don't really know. But yeah, there's a compelling argument that this movie could fix the Toy Story 4 ending and give us another new ending that satisfy everybody. But yeah, that's all we have. What do you guys think? Do you guys think that Toy Story 5 would be great? Let me know in the comments down below.